Nah.
Nah.
Salty does all these flavors. That's so salty. Man said no.
Straight up. No, straight.
I would love 500k, but it's just knowing the
who got him. That's what I said.
Yeah, but you don't know how they're gonna use that money. She could blow it. She could blow it.
Nah.
She could blow it like.
Yeah, but bro,
couple months,
I'm gonna be
you never
sat
know.
at home thinking, right, my ex.
If you wanna move, shake that back, you know. See you come through, you need.
Yo, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the CrunchTime podcast, episode 5. Yeah! Yeah, as always, joined by myself, Manny. We have
Astra.
Boom.
And TJ.
Well, you might be wondering, why
Why we
one
sitting
for them?
here?
Innit, but why they all close?
Why they all
Yeah,
there
I
trying to
mean,
get
I got no
comfy?
space,
You know what I
like.
mean?
I got no space, like, elbows and that. Like, what's going on?
But anyway,
Drum it.
yeah, what? Yeah.
Legendary.
but let me not waste any time, because today we have our first guest on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We got two of our great friends here. Would you like to introduce yourself, guys?
State your name, cuz.
Come on, say it with chest.
Man's name is CJ, bruv.
Come on, energy.
Energy, fam. Rithvic.
Come on.
With a TH.
Nah, the pronunciation
Oh,
thing.
yeah, I didn't know the camera, like, yeah.
So,
I love that.
yeah, man.
Calm. How
Yeah.
could be the first guest? You know what I mean?
Excited.
Episode 5.
I'm actually on it, man.
Nah, big man thing. You know what I mean?
boys, you know
It's
what I mean?
nice. It's nice. Like, you know, we're
First
here.
ever guest.
You know what I mean?
History.
Yeah.
Nah, serious. Like, this podcast is going places. So, nah, honestly, no
Nah, it
cap.
is, I can tell.
Manifestation
I'm not
thing.
lying.
Manifestation thing.
We
Like,
went
it's
from
just-
last video with no video. So shout out to people who host us. But and now we got guests. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
What a
Yeah,
journey.
taking that.
Moving
that
up
step
in the world.
you know what I mean?
Moving up in the
I rate
world.
it. I rate it.
Very
But yeah.
happy to be here.
But yeah, man, it's been a good month for me. It's been a good month. Been interesting.
What have you been
so
up
far. Just mainly work, to be honest.
I hear that.
Mainly work, chilling. Do you know what I mean? Doing bits and bobs. Obviously, all of us seeing your play. You know, big yourself up. Midsummer Night's Dream. Do you know what I mean?
I'm proud of it.
Yeah. When I saw you in the interval saying, yo, bro, I'm your biggest fan.
Like a fangirl, like.
Absolute. I was like,
Poster, like.
Nah, but
E-man's
bro,
great.
you killed it still.
Thank
For
you.
context, Emmanuel Olisanya, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's coming for Chiwetel's Ejiofor's place. He was performing in A Midsummer Night's Dream at the Opera House in Holland Park. This is not your local theatre. This is not your local community centre. Do you know what I mean? Like, the tax bracket was going up. I was seeing houses that even 100 of me could not afford. I said, even if God multiplied me 100 times and put me on this road, I couldn't still buy a house because, you know what I mean?
Even when we pulled up, I felt underdressed. Like, I was like, no man told me that.
Yeah. Wear shoes.
Yeah, nah, proper
full
occasion
streetwear
where
now,
all the
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah,
Sick.
I
Go on,
appreciate
explain a bit more. How did it come about?
It was crazy. It's been a couple of months now. So when I was doing Phaedra, I had the audition. Just went in and read for Lysander, and I enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the movement the director made me do in the audition room, and then went into the group audition, which was a bit mad because everyone had learnt a part. So Lysander, Demetrius, Helena, Hermia, and we were then almost thrown on randomly with like a different Demetrius, a different Lysander, different Hermia, you know?
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, and that process was the big group one. So I had actually met Hannah, Joe, Han, and Elle in the audition room.
Those were the other three.
So Joe Han played Demetrius, Hannah played Hermia, and then Helena was played by Elle. And I met them before, so I was like, good to have already got a vibe.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, like it was such a crazy experience. Like Holland Park Theatre, I didn't even know there was one.
I didn't even know there was a Holland
theatre
Park
there until
Theatre.
you took me. Bro.
Yeah, I took him there.
You took me to the park, and I was like, hang on, I think I'm performing it. Like,
Has it always been there?
I think so.
I've never seen it
I was
before.
grateful that it was outside, fam.
Weather-wise or
Weather.
was it hot yesterday?
It was cold.
It's windy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But it was a mad vibe. Like, I don't know. I was like, this is sick. And then I don't know if you lot saw, but when I was there was like pigeons going on to the. I was like, that's so sick.
I kept that spotting them.
was like, that's actually sick. I can't lie.
Dropped on the stage and see what these guys
I was really worried. That was my biggest
I was like, why
worry.
someone just
If a
puts on, man?
in the moment, you have to like stay.
Yeah, you know, I'm doing like the love scene and then it's like,
I didn't know if you
man.
stay the same or if you improvise it, work with it.
Imagine if it landed on my head. I'd have to stop the show.
On my head.
It's on my head. I'd have to stop the show.
On my head.
What accent was that?
I don't know.
All right.
We amalgamation of
Come on.
many Scottish.
Things happen. But nah, bro, you absolutely smashed it. Like,
Thank you. I appreciate you guys all for coming out. Like, you've come
course,
from
bro.
far.
I missed the last
Like,
one now. I had to
It
be
was
there.
so sick
It's
as
calm.
like even the orchestra, everything. Like,
that
that's
was
sick.
10-10, I can't lie.
30-piece orchestra, movement, like
Man
yeah.
stepping up in the world, you know what I mean?
Come on,
The
bro.
And it
rehearsals
was
must
funny
have
how
been
the
heavy.
orchestra like even like interacted with like you man's characters.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that was
rated
the
that
last
as well.
minute thing, but I think it was
was
really
it?
cool because it
Did
was
I
like
see that? Wait, did they?
so like the
There's like
the
one scene
conductor-
like the guy that's like moving, doing all that. He comes up to like I seen him. He like goes up to Wonder like I don't know what they were playing, but he just whispers something in their ear and it keeps it moving.
Yeah,
but they were
yeah.
doing it throughout the whole show. Like, at
yeah.
different
Did you do
times.
that when I was there?
I think they incorporated
It
more.
probably got a bit more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because by the end, the conductor was helping one of the actors put on their costume for the final
okay.
show of the mechanicals. So yeah. But it was a mad experience. 3.5 weeks of rehearsal, 3 days of performances. So it was like it literally was like a fever dream. But
Is that like your shortest day stint, like of
Rehearsals.
performances?
Performances.
Because obviously you did so much rehearsal compared to like, because I know last time,
Yeah.
the one we saw you last time was
time.
like 2-week rehearsal, then it was like nearly a 2-week back-to-back shows, like
Yeah,
morning
yeah.
and night. So this one kind of more of a longer, because obviously it's about 3-hour film. Sorry,
It felt like a
yeah.
It was that level. It was that level.
Yeah, it was that
You know what I
level.
mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Cinema,
So, like-
cinematography.
Yeah.
Clever like a marble.
Trust me.
Trust me.
Yeah.
But yeah, was that like,
long.
yeah.
I think we normally had 10 till 6 and then it changed a
Yeah.
lot. But obviously like we just really kept it moving because we were like we don't have a lot of time to really like look at all these like trivial things.
Yeah,
So
of course.
we just really got on with the text and I think it was super helpful at first. And yeah, we all just like really brought our own into it, man.
No, that's
Like
good.
shout out the
Sick.
cast, man, and everyone there.
Sick.
They're such a good group of people. J, L, all of them, all of them, man.
All of them right there.
Yeah.
What was like the biggest thing you learned then on this project?
Patience, bro.
In
Genuine.
what sense?
Patience in the sense of this industry of freelance or whatever, not just acting, is such a whirlwind because sometimes you can be you're kind of left on this kind of like you have no idea what's going on. You almost feel slightly out of power of what's going on around you because you're just one cog in this big machine. Do you know? And I think it was just understanding that will happen from time to time, but how you react to it is so key.
Yeah.
Of course,
Like, you know, like people can react in a bad way and it's a weird energy for the room. So I was just trying to incorporate that. And also I was like, I have the responsibility to be one of the main lovers. So I have to hold people up.
Yeah.
And how would I want to see myself? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really was just like, I just got to be patient.
Did you have to
with
like?
this process.
Did you have to train? Because you guys were running up and down that stage like from
Bro,
the whole thing. Did you have to like train in any way, shape, or form? Especially when you had them like on your back, like.
No, we didn't. We didn't train. We didn't train. Like, we got into that. Don't worry about that. Yeah, man's got the summer thing. Yeah. No, like we only got into that venue a couple of days before we were on. We got into the venue this Monday.
Mad.
So we haven't seen the whole play. We were in like a little. A
Did
smaller
you say you started
rehearsal
working with the
space.
orchestra to like Tuesday, Wednesday or something?
Yeah, they came in like towards Monday, Tuesday.
That's what
yeah.
you call professionalism. So
we
like,
were
everyone
just
just
like-
comes together and just patterns
And you
it.
smashed
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Like smash it
No
from
messing
like
about.
start to finish, like
love.
engaged.
One thing I loved was that I guess this is down to the director, but you know the way they just like visually made it. Like, bro, I don't know if you got a chance to watch it.
Yeah.
But visually, it was mad. Like, you know the things they were doing with like the sheets.
Bro, I thought that was
said,
so smart how they
what
made the
the
forest.
fuck?
Like,
I was there like, bro, this is so
Like
good.
the
Like,
visual kind of thing in the background. That was just
and I think with Shakespeare, like obviously, like for some reason, this guy is so pivotal.
Yeah.
To I guess you could say like UK art, and I just love the fact that we're still seeing new ways that people are like keeping his relevancy or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's mad, and I think even if you didn't know the storyline, you didn't understand the words. The storyline was painted so perfectly that I was just like, okay, like this is what it's about.
Yeah. You get to enjoy it. It's 2 plays within one. Do you know what I
Trust me,
mean?
yeah.
We did, man. Like, it's done now. It's crazy. On to the next thing, you know?
definitely, bro. It's like it's just mad to see you progress from like uni and so on.
Yes,
Yeah,
come
come
on,
on.
you know, mad. Yeah. What journey? Gee, how long ago was that stuff?
Well,
I left in 2020.
2020, we left the same year.
You
didn't we?
left in 2019.
Yeah, mad.
You would have finished in 2019 as well. 2020 for us.
Yeah.
Did you go? You went uni
I just went to Lambda Drama School.
Yeah.
off the back of what? A levels or college?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I went when I was 19.
Okay.
And that's obviously how you met Manny.
Yeah.
First day,
That's
bro.
where we met at Lambda.
Literally.
Now we met at the open day.
Yeah, the open.
Is it?
Yeah, the open.
Is it?
Like just on a random convo.
Yeah.
And then like we met properly when it was like the end of the week, and then like everyone gathers outside Lambda to decide where to go. And then I was just like get a bit drunk, and then we you know what I mean, and then
What were you doing, bro?
my Marge won't
It was subtle, but it was very understood.
And then I remember there was like loads of people, so I remember just like, and D Block were popping at the time, so I remember just being like, nah, saying. And then, like, one brother put his hand up and was like, nah, saying. That was genuinely how we met.
That's
That's
genuinely
funny.
the first
Like,
proper
D Block
time.
Europe.
ages.
Yeah.
You know D Block.
And then we went through the crowd to be like, yo, D-Block, yeah, my guy. Where we going then?
That was it.
Nah, I
That's
actually
mad,
love
bro.
that.
That's mad.
But uni was good. Uni was eventful,
Yeah.
especially at Staffs.
It was experience.
But actually, I'll be
Even
real.
yesterday when we were in flipping like Grove, I was calm. I was like, "Staff
hungry.
trained me for this."
When you was in where?
Bro, we added. Where did we live?
Ladbroke Grove.
Oh,
Yeah,
Grove, because
yeah.
that's where Holland Park is, South Kensington.
Yeah,
is.
then some madness just went down.
It's like its own.
Swear.
It's like its
Bro,
own
there was like
city.
a
It's
guy
just
with
weird.
like. There was like a topless guy in the street, like
Just
trying to
beefing
squat
everyone.
in
Yeah,
Ladbroke, beefing.
Yeah,
That's
He
so
didn't actually
normal,
beef
though.
That's what I'm
anybody.
saying.
That's so
what I'm
normal.
saying. It's just-
Literally.
It's just normal there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, that's normal.
But yeah, mad.
That's weird energy.
In it, trust me.
So I was
Weird.
just there, like staff just trained me for this.
In it.
That's my
wants
first
that.
like
Yeah.
random.
Oh, this is fine.
Yeah, now Staffs Uni really just ate people up and just
Trust me.
only some got spat back out. Because I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you.
Ingested.
Bro,
apparently.
no, it's serious.
Jesus.
Like, but I always like, what's the word? I don't regret things that I've done. Do you know
yeah,
what I
of
mean?
course,
Like, I always feel like
of course.
I've been able to
I'm
like
happy
learn.
I've done what I did there. do you know what I mean?
Yes, I can look back and be like, oh yeah, there's a lot that happened, but yeah,
We're here.
we're here. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're all here. We're all thriving.
Jeez. The whole team eating as
Post-pandemic,
well.
bro.
That's what I love.
For real.
The whole team eating. Yeah.
But yeah, trust me. But yeah, as you know, we normally do. We'll go straight into what we normally go into, which is obviously the annoying thing, which we normally talk about, but we thought we'll spin it. This obviously, this month of getting you guys on, and we'll get you to talk about your annoying thing of the month, as you already know. So, we can take it in turns, and we'll see what your annoying thing is. See how
Yeah.
it
I can't
goes.
lie, mine is not even for the month. It's something that's just like taking me off for a minute.
I'm dead.
Yeah, it's not even like
It's
every
just
month it
forever.
takes me off. Like cinema,
Continuous.
like current cinema.
Bro,
Current
it's fallen
cinema.
off.
Falling off differently,
oh,
bro.
yeah.
Like it's just remakes, like prequels, sequels, reboots,
Indiana,
adaptations.
Mission
I don't get
Impossible.
twisted. The stuff's popping, but a lot of it is just trash because they're just trying to get a paycheck, and it's
No,
really,
serious.
Yeah,
It's frustrating as a fan, man. It's
Yeah.
frustrating off a fan. It comes off a week where I think they announced that they're remaking Harry Potter, but they're doing it as a series on Netflix.
I've seen
So
that.
like every
For what
season is going to be a
reason?
book.
Yeah.
For what
For what
reason?
reason? For what reason?
Why?
It's done. Can we
Allow
just
it.
leave
But
it?
the longevity,
You know what I mean?
for real,
Like,
for
no,
real.
but like, Harry Potter is something that's never gonna die. They're always gonna find a way to like make something new out of it. But I think
Yeah, but I would have preferred
not
if they
on
just
Netflix
carried it on as the film
As
or
films.
certain, or do you know what I mean?
Or just
Like,
it
like,
makes
got
more
a new
money for them
actor.
though.
literally,
Of
man.
course it does, but then they've also got like fantastic worlds and wizarding beasts. from
Yeah,
it. Like,
if they
they've
were going to do
already
spin-offs, then I was
sucked
like,
out
I
the
get
spin-off.
it.
Yeah.
If they were going to do spin-offs and stuff like that, I get it. But like,
Don't know what I'm
doing
so
like a
vexed.
whole, like, rebooting the whole thing is like, why? I don't understand. Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
I've
ain't
been
broke.
seeing stuff like they're making a live action How to Train Your Dragon. Why? I don't know.
Why?
Bro.
what's live action like?
What's that?
So it's just like, if you see like a cartoon or an animation setting, if you see live action, it's just like with actual actors and stuff like, like they've been casted, special effects, all that type
Yeah,
of stuff.
yeah.
So any film you see, it's like a live action adaptation.
So there's been 2 House of Train Dragons, right, or just
been
one?
3. It's been
Right. Okay, I only remember watching one. Mad.
The original.
I get you on that because it's like Fast. Is it Fast 8 or Fast 10?
Fast and
The latest
nine,
one
now.
is that
What
9.
Is it 9 or
9.
10?
And the
It's
joke
nice.
is, I read somewhere that flipping Vin Diesel said even after because he said he's got
Fast
3
10
more
actually.
films lined up after X, innit?
Yeah,
But then
Fast 10.
even after those 3 films, he said he wants to do a spin-off on Just the Torettos. Why?
I think the
I
thing
don't
is,
need to like.
the thing is, Fast and Furious has always been about cars. It went from being about cars
To
to
bombs.
blooming John Cena to The Rock.
Jason Statham.
Jason
as well.
Statham's in it as his
Respect
brother.
to him, he's hard, but like also.
Yeah, but it's just,
Yeah,
it just takes it away. Like, obviously, it's so good, and I mean, I don't rate it that much, but like, obviously they're trying to take it to more of an action kind of film.
Yeah,
But I still think it's just
family, bro.
mad.
Family.
Literally,
we family.
I see
Yeah.
one tweet and it was like, "Oh, who'd win the fight? What was it, Vin Diesel family or the Avengers?"
Yeah.
I'm going into space now, isn't it?
Yeah, no, seriously.
Yeah, so I'm
Cars
saying
into
they're just making it more.
How do you press this second? I
Mad.
said accelerate. I don't know.
Fam,
Accelerate. You know what I'm saying?
fam,
Where you
I
going?
cannot watch that movie. Like it doesn't. The narrative doesn't sit right in my brain. I'm watching it. I'm just like, this is so unrealistic. I'm just like, I can't. Like, I need to believe it
I like
some way.
stupidness and nonsense, but this just goes beyond.
It's
that.
beyond that. That's the thing. It's beyond that. It's
Yeah,
like.
but my stupid and nonsense is like Get Hard with like Will Ferrell,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Kevin
yeah.
Hart. That's
you know what I
funny.
mean?
Do you know what I mean? But
It's
not like
sci-fi
not-
nonsense. This
been
is
doing it
just
for
something else.
15 years.
Yeah,
They're not
it's mad.
now like
Something
they've got
else,
like John Cena in it. They bring obviously The Rock's been in it for a while now.
Yeah,
I just
and
think
apparently
that-
they squashed their beef to come back for the next.
That's what I'm
thing,
saying.
like-
It's,
for the next 3 as
Yeah,
well. So
imagine,
we.
Yeah, it's a trilogy.
that's what I'm saying. They're making it into something that doesn't need to be done.
Unnecessary.
Like
But
we're
did
happy
you-
and done. Do you know what I mean? We're happy with what it's been like. We should have stopped it when
time ago.
like number
Tokyo
5.
Drift.
I think they should have locked it
Tokyo
off.
Drift.
Yeah.
I think they should have locked it off like after what's his name, Paul
Died, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's enough. I think that's enough now. Like
Literally.
the main one of the main guys died. You tried to do the film with his brother in it and so on,
Yeah,
and now
I like that's a tribute
yeah,
and everything.
and now
but
it's
should
it's
just lock
done.
off,
Do you know what I mean?
Dragging it.
Yeah.
But did you not see how much they make off these
Oh, it's a
movies?
ludicrous
Well, yeah,
interview.
of course.
Yeah.
Bro, it made sense. Cinema right now, just like you said, it's not popping, ain't been popping for a minute. Don't get twisted. Not everything is dead. I think there's been some good some good stuff that's come
Across
out.
the Spider-Verse.
Bro,
Yeah.
like
That
we
was-
need. Oh yeah, that's.
I didn't think it would be better than the first.
Bro, and the fact that how they did it was too cold. Like I read somewhere that the scene where he's being chased apparently it took like 2 years to animate.
Really?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
I haven't watched it as well. I need
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
hard,
Exactly.
man. That's my
Everyone's-
recommendation to anybody. Anybody. Don't waste your peas on Flash. Don't waste your peas on Transformers. Go see Across the Spider-Verse.
Fast and 10 or whatever
I'm
it
gonna
is.
take
It got
time.
9.1. It got 9.1 on
Highest rated
IMDb.
superhero film.
Highest rated superhero film.
Yeah, fam.
Took over the Dark Knight.
Yeah, fam. It
Crazy.
even at one point, I think it got overtaken by something else that got released and then retook its for number 1 spot like
Yeah.
a week later.
It said, no, excuse me. Thank you.
Bro, hard
Miles
film.
Morales, bro.
It's so
Morales,
cold.
man.
Hard
So
film.
cold. He's doing his thing.
Yeah, man.
Doing his thing.
So,
They're
yeah,
making a
and-
live action of that though.
yeah, and see what I mean though. So rather than have something that's good and that you could just enjoy, now you want to make it live action because why? No one asked you to.
Peas again though.
Exactly.
And they have the money to do it.
They're just
Bro,
trying
and
to draw
it's
on
just
as
like
many as
that,
they can.
man. And it's just like that. Like, it's just getting jarring. Like, anytime you have something good in cinema, I just feel like someone just has to milk it for everything it's worth.
Exactly.
And it's really jarring. It's really jarring. Like you said with the fastest, like, they just need to lock it off at a certain point and just be like, you know what, we did a good thing.
We did a good thing. Yeah,
We
our
made
piece.
history because you do make. If you've done like something crazy like that, then yeah, you've made history. You
Yeah.
could put it to bed, opposed to like just squeezing it for everything it's worth. Like,
Trust me.
it just makes no sense, man. So yeah, that's
Find
what's-
out how much.
7 billion they've made.
Altogether from all the
Fast and
franchises.
Furious global.
Mad.
I mean, I
They've
hear
made
it.
7
I do hear it.
No, from all
All of it.
I mean, I hear it. I do hear it, but for,
Money
I don't know.
talks.
As a fan, I feel like as an actor, wouldn't you prefer to make millions off of something that's actually popping, opposed to something that's just like another one? Like, come on.
Nah,
But
I don't know. Go on.
I was gonna say, but I feel like people watch it no matter what.
Yeah, but people always
they're,
wanna watch,
They're probably
like-
just thinking to themselves, no matter what we do,
Yeah.
we're gonna. Do you know what I mean?
I hear it. I do
Yeah.
hear it. It's business at the end of the day, but I just feel like they're just there for the paycheck and not like, not like for the fans and everything like that. Like even with the new Witcher series.
Yeah.
That ends at season 3, but it's getting a season 4 as a different actor in it because the guy that's been in season 1, 2, and 3 doesn't want to be on it no more because the writers aren't sticking to the script.
Who's that? Henry Cavill?
Henry Cavill. So he left the project and like said. He left the project and said like I'm not on it anymore because you lot are just you're not sticking to the material.
Yeah.
You're not, and I'm only in it for that, like for the fans. So if you're not gonna do that, I'm gone. He's gone.
But now they can't back out because they're like, oh, we need another season because people like it. Do you know what I'm saying?
So literally, so it's like it doesn't make any
They
sense.
just
man.
milk it. They just
Literally,
milk
just
it.
Capitalism, man. Like,
Like even stuff like Marvel, as much as I love Marvel, they're milking Marvel in certain points, like
Peak.
certain areas.
It's too peak.
and it hurts.
It just
like,
gets too long. They're
Yeah,
trying to put
man.
everything together and put this and that,
It
and they're
literally-
trying to make stories out of stories that aren't there.
and I think
just
for
to make
Marvel
it
right now,
going.
for me, it ticks me off because they're just setting up like like in the original ones, they'd have like a post credit, and that usually set up the next movie.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
they're just dropping post credits for the bands. and,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's not really It's not really coming together to mean anything.
it's really lost that.
They're
to be
just
fair,
like
yeah.
setting up hella different things, like too many.
That was like one of the main things you used to be gassed for when you go to a Marvel film is waiting behind
Yeah.
to watch the end credits because you're like, oh my
You're
god,
like, what's
can't wait for what's happening
Yeah.
next.
But now it's
What's
like
the-
you
what's
watch
the
it and it's
spoiler?
like okay, and then you watch the next one. It's a different a post credit to do with something else.
And then that post credit might be 2 years in the or
Bro,
like
do you know what I mean? It's like
relevant.
2-3 movies before the original post credit has been answered. Like it's just jarring now, fam.
Yeah,
It's just jarring, fam.
Like, what's it? Because right now we're in phase 4, innit? I have not taken that phase.
Bro,
in
you
at
don't
all.
need to, fam.
I haven't. I think because I remember what's it? Avengers Endgame happened, and then within the following year they'd already slapped like 7 movies of the new phase, and I was just like, yeah, bro, I'm done.
Yeah, they've had
Jesus.
some.
I was like, this is too much. I was like,
yeah.
Because the thing is, what I would
Forever
prefer
now,
after
that's
phase, was it free? I would prefer it if they just baked off, and done the series thing. If you're gonna do the series thing, do the series, and just leave it for a good how many years before you actually make a film. If you want to, if your thing now is making series and putting all your effort into that, I'd rather you do that than 1 minute series, 1 minute movie.
Yeah,
it just gets so confusing, like confusing. So yeah, man.
I hear you.
Jarring.
And that will probably piss me off every month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt that as well. I'm like, that's
And
dead.
every single month you'd be like, here we go again. Here we go again. Isn't it? But yeah, well, that brings us to
Something in the last month that's been annoying me, like stuff around transfers. And I feel like
Fabito,
I'm an Arsenal fan myself. I'm here to back Tim. I feel like
Here's
when you
to
talk
back
about
me, love that.
when you talk about transfers with Arsenal, like I feel like it will always be like, okay, Declan Rice, Man City have bid 100 mil. Fair enough. Arsenal have bid 105 mil. How can they?
Yeah.
How dare they ruin football? I feel like there's a lot.
United got Mounts the other day, isn't it?
Yeah, he's dead anyways, bro.
has it?
Cobra Kai, bro. Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, shut up, bro.
You know what I mean? And he's like when's the Champions League? He's gonna be worth 65
Yeah,
mil.
yeah, he's-
But everyone's
he's-
like, they've been robbed. They've been robbed.
Yeah, the thing is,
So
though,
much
I
hate
didn't
on our
think it was Dan
transfers.
Iqbal thing,
it's
you know.
so true. It's so
I thought he
true.
would have come to first team. I won't lie.
Yeah. peak.
Go on.
What are you saying?
I said I didn't get the Zidane Iqbal thing.
Iqbal.
I thought he would have made it to first team.
Well, they
Not gonna lie.
used to like some Belgians.
I think it's mad though. Talking about transfer and stuff as well. The Saudi man.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Bro, they're investing in everything right
taking
now.
it
They're
over.
in golf.
Yeah.
They're
they're
investing in so
football.
much. And talking about football and transfers, it's mad. Like, you think to yourself, I would never see a 26-year-old Ruben Neves go to a Saudi league, and you're thinking to yourself, money is literally killing the game of football, because obviously what Saudi are now doing is trying to sign all the kind of like out of their prime players to make their league watchable, because you've got to get stars to watch the league. Like if you look at Ronaldo joining, it up their ratings. Same with like going back to how MLS is now. You never used to give a toss about MLS. Beckham then you had like all the other people going, and they built that industry, and I think that's what the Saudi league are trying to do.
100%.
You've seen the people they're signing. Like Ronaldo's team's got Kante. They failed Ziyech, didn't go through. They've just got Koulibaly's gone over there. Mendy's gone over there. You've got all these.
Conte as well.
Yeah, Kante, I was just saying. Yeah. Benzema's gone over. You've got all these pro players who you would never think would do that, and I just think it's ruining kind of the game of football, because a Ruben Neves could go to a Man United team or a Chelsea or anybody and slot in and win stuff, and just money talks. Do you know what I mean? Money literally talks.
I find the transfer I always find transfers so boring. It's like, bro, just hurry up and let's run the games again. Bro, honestly,
You find that boring as a Man United fan. Think about being an Arsenal fan for the past however long.
Season where we signed Petr Cech, bro.
Bro, we signed that
was
Kilo Kaz, whatever his name is, on a
Kim
broken
Kallstrom.
back. With a broken
We signed
back.
a brother who had a broken back.
What are we doing, brother? Now
That's what we
Man
schemed.
signed
this
him.
is what I'm saying. So now when
Bro,
we
we had to wait for him to
yeah
heal.
to heal before we can sign
yeah,
him.
that's crazy.
That's
crazy.
That's
You know what I mean? Like, we've been,
That's what I'm saying,
There's
like-
that one stat where it was like all the other clubs had spent like 400 mil net profit, and Arsene Wenger had made a profit of 20 mil.
Yeah.
Whereas everyone else had net spend of 400 mil. This guy had
I don't know
made
how
a
that guy
profit.
kept us in the Champions League for so long.
That's
with the
why
signings
now
he
I
made.
realised like he was actually doing
So
something.
that's what I'm
Just
saying.
doing bits.
That's
He
what I'm
was getting
saying.
like bronze cards on fucking FIFA, and he still made
Bro,
fair
we had
enough.
Skilacci, Shamak, Bentner, like,
Yeah.
and now we're challenging for the league, and people are shitting on us.
Yeah,
like.
do you know what really annoyed me about transfers? Do you know what really annoyed me? Is everybody was there like Declan Rice, Man City's bid 90 million. He's one of the best midfielders in the world. Oh, he's one of the best England players. He's going to be future England captain, rah. Arsenal bid 105 mil. Oh, and they also said that he's worth more than 100 mil. Arsenal bid 105 mil. Nah, overpriced.
Yeah. It happens, bro.
Dead.
Havertz, Timber, they're gonna say
Dead
it.
players. Rah. It's like, because he's not signing for you, and you're gonna diss. We're gonna diss you. But yeah, I
There's
feel your
always
pain on
something
that.
about you, man. I don't know.
I
Even
think
like
there's this. I don't know
the
what
Chelsea
it is.
Arsenal
People hate us,
conspiracy
bro.
people are doing
You got
now.
bad PR. Arsenal's had bad PR for
Yeah,
time.
PR's rough.
Our
You have.
captains have done us dirty.
Yeah. People do not like
Nah,
Arsenal.
respect Xhaka now.
Fair
man.
enough.
He's pulled it back. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
he'll leave on a good high. He'll leave
Yeah,
on a good
yeah,
high.
yeah.
That's probably the most the biggest comeback story of a football career that I can ever think of.
Yeah.
To be booed off, swear at fans,
Yeah.
take the captain band off, chuck your shirt on the floor,
Like,
and
what?
come back and have a season like he had.
You know what I mean? Bro?
I gave props to him,
That's
but
madness.
it'd be Deckers in his position now, or Kai Havertz.
Man said Deckers.
Yeah, we're on first team. mate.
First
Yeah,
team
do you know what I mean?
basis.
no.
Yeah, me Deckers.
He felt me last week, bro. I welcomed him. Do you know what I
PSN,
mean?
PSN, apparently.
Kill it, man.
I can't wait to see how he slots in because Partey's been so inconsistent. Where with him, he's going to slit in so well, and he's like, our team's under 25. Our first team is under 25.
You're like the second.
Well, we'll be the first youngest team now
First youngest
because
team.
Southampton's been relegated,
Oh,
and obviously all our players are in our first team are all under 25.
Yeah,
Bro,
man.
like
The
only
team's
way is
young.
up for Arsenal.
And
crazy
Timber
times.
slaps into the right back. You know what I mean?
I mean, we'll see.
I mean, like,
It's
yeah,
the-
man.
We'll see.
I mean, I feel like with you, man, you come so close.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
So
like,
close.
it's like, so that's what pulls the rug last
It,
week.
it was.
Nah,
It was
it's
painful. It
mentality.
was painful.
It was painful.
There's a lot of things I knew exactly. Like we slipped up in so many different positions.
That Reece
That,
Nelson goal, though.
that City game, like
Mad.
that City game, with
Yeah.
To be fair, the City game, I was going in that knowing we lost anyway.
Yeah.
I think the thing that was for me. I know it's like, looking at excuses, rah rah rah. But honestly, I think if there was so much stuff that happened in the run up to Arsenal's form and the way we would play, because if we played Man City when we were supposed to, I think we could have got a result out of them. And then you look at stuff like Southampton's game, we missed a penalty against West Ham.
Yeah.
We just lost depth. We didn't have a right back,
You know what I mean?
so we got absolutely schooled on right backs. We just didn't have any depth, and that's what City. I said
That's
it on the
what
last
they
podcast. Mahrez got rested a week, the same
After
week he scored a hat trick.
Yeah.
No, you can't. No
Yeah,
team in the
no
Premier
team
League
would
can
do
do
that.
that. Not
Brother,
one team in the world could do
We
that.
ran out Rashford till he got injured because
Bro,
we were like, we need you to play
Saka's
that.
played
every
30
game.
Bro, Saka's played 38 games.
Yep.
The Arsenal physio literally said to Saka, if you keep going at this rate, you will snap your Achilles. Because his Achilles are that weak for playing so many games. And friggin' Southgate plays him in every game. Obviously, he scored a hat trick, which doesn't bloody help the thing.
He's
But
a
is there
monster.
like, how can this kid at 21 play 38 games back to back and also play Champions League and first team for England?
Yeah,
He's
man.
going to be different. But
Him, Jude
Yeah.
Bellingham, all that generation.
England is,
Yeah, next level.
Filthy.
Scary, bro.
And then you look at the under 21s, under
Yeah.
23s, they're just killing it as
Yeah.
well, bro.
Body in it.
Killing it. But yeah.
But yeah,
I know
that's
you're
my
paying.
thing.
I know you're paying.
Transfers.
Transfers.
Fabrizio Romano.
Yeah, bro, you don't watch football, G.
Brother, you know I do, lad. Like, it's actually a joke now. Literally watch games of this idiot, bro.
I watch it, but it's not that deep to
Yeah,
me.
trust me, I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't told,
I
like,
do.
I'm getting into it, like.
Yeah, you're Newcastle, aren't you?
Yeah,
I see you post Newcastle.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I rate Newcastle.
You
this
know what?
season.
Yeah, I had to.
I have a
They're
good
getting
team.
lit now.
Yeah.
Fam, that's what I'm saying. I heard good things about him.
Money again,
man.
but you know what I mean. But you have to start somewhere. The thing is with Newcastle, they've had such a big fan base.
Exactly.
Not really had history. Like they've had here and
I
there.
heard they
like,
started
Alan
off
shit.
the season like 13th or something
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
Fam.
So it's come, what, third? Jesus.
I'm just really excited to see the. I'm really
Last minute
excited.
United. Oh,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, United. That's what I wanted you to say. That's what I don't Don't go anywhere.
Might have to blur my finger.
Don't watch football.
Blur my finger out like.
But yeah, I hear you, man. It's one of them ones. Football's gonna be really exciting this season. I really think because I think it's got a really nice kind of
It's going to be a mad
atmosphere.
season.
Yeah, I
it's
think
going to be very mad.
changed.
Yeah, so much
Yeah.
is coming
Can't wait.
in. New teams getting players in. Like Chelsea getting rid of half their squad.
Literally.
Man United need to improve on. They need to get a striker. You know, there's loads of things that teams still need to do. That I'm so excited to see.
Yeah.
And then how and we'll go from there. Definitely got to get some games with you. Do you know what I mean?
100, bro.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Stadium.
Yeah.
Emirates.
Emirates.
Fly
But yeah,
Go on.
my question of the month.
Okay. Spin us.
For you
Spin us.
guys. My question
Spin
of the
us.
month.
Damn.
I love this one, to be fair. I got asked this, and do you know what? I've had a lot of controversy on the last question of the month, which we won't go into. I'm going to spin it on to you.
Yeah, that was self-inflicted.
That was
Innit?
Self-
Yeah, it was self-inflicted. Anyway.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, we won't go back. We won't go back. We ain't got time.
No.
Yeah.
Link down below.
Serious.
He's for it to pop up and
Right, so, question of the month is, you receive 500k, but all your exes receive 1 mil. Do you accept it?
What? I don't. What do you
So,
mean?
you will get given 500k.
Yeah.
So you've got 500k sitting here, this is
Yeah.
yours. But the only way you get that 500k is that you accept that all of your ex-girlfriends
get a meal.
get a mil.
No.
Nah.
Salty does all these flavors. That's so salty, like man. Man said no.
Straight up.
No, straight.
Straight.
I would love 500k, but it's just
But
knowing the
Who
mill.
got him? That's what
Yeah,
I
and
said.
it's
Yeah, but you don't know
Because-
how they're gonna use that money. She
Yeah,
could blow it.
exactly.
Like, she could
And
blow a
that's
mil.
what- Nah.
Because
She could blow it in like.
Yeah, but bro,
a couple of months.
I'm gonna
you
be
never
sat
know.
at home thinking, right, I've got this family table. My ex is just having the time of their life with their new thing or whatever.
No. I feel like you still have time.
Yeah, I get you. But it depends on.
Innit, I'd want that. I can't lie.
Yeah,
I mean, it'd help out.
Obviously, I accept it.
I would've got that
Obviously, I
free
accept
extra.
it.
But it's just knowing. I think it's that, and I don't know why. It's
I
just-
think if you,
Nah, you're
I
just,
just- yeah.
you're just a stop and salty, bro.
I'm gonna stop and go.
All these
Sorry.
flavors, man,
Whoa.
show salty. Like,
man to say like you not getting any of
Yeah,
that.
not getting anything.
give her
Nah,
kindness,
free for
man.
all.
You never know. You give her a meal, she blows it like 2 months, whatever. You're still there with like, we've probably got
Yeah,
like
but-
400k still, maybe something like.
Yeah, hopefully.
You'll be
Yeah.
there like.
Yeah, but it's not just that though. It's every ex. Like, if you've
Every
got a lot of
ex.
exes, then you're yeah. It's just knowing, and if you've got some bad exes,
Yeah, no, I'm joking.
and if you've got some exes you actually hate or it didn't end on good terms, knowing
Yeah.
that they're, or you got someone who
500k
cheated
for
on
me.
you.
It's like band them. Do you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like-
Why are you talking
Yeah, but they've got a
about
mill. They've got a mill though.
No,
You might have
I
70k
don't
or
know,
500k.
That's like several
let me ask
exes
you.
with like
Okay, on a
4,
normal
5
day-to-day basis, how often do you think about your exes? Exes.
Yeah, very true.
Do you know what I'm
Very
saying?
true, very true.
So they
Yeah,
hit
but
the
I
meter
know they
to-
got a mill, so I'll think of them more.
You know, like, you'll be told when you're. Oh, by the way, yeah, they all got
it.
milk.
Yeah,
As in, like, walk off. Yeah, it's that. I don't know what it is. Just it doesn't sit right.
But then,
I respect him, but no.
But then, if you like one of your exes, and you know what I mean, it's
Yeah,
1.5. 1.5.
Just hit her with that. I miss you.
You are.
You are.
Just send like a whole group, make a group chat, but like,
Yeah, innit? Which one?
look, seeing how I've been able to put you on, it's got me
Yeah,
thinking
innit?
about all
Got
of
me
you.
thinking about you.
Your pictures. I've just been thinking about you so much.
I've been thinking about all of you, and,
me.
and you know what I
All
believe? I
this
believe we
money
should all
has
come
got me
together. We should all
And
come
then we
together
all
and
should come
build.
together.
We should all come together and let's build.
All this
We've all
money
been blessed with
has
this
got me thinking,
opportunity.
like, all this money has got me thinking what we could have made together.
Do you know what I mean? We can build an empire.
No. I'm dead.
Well, no, we'll just build a Playboy house. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Playboy out, brother. Jesus.
I my check and I just realised like you would have checked out when you needed.
Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah.
CJ.
CJ in the house.
But yeah, so are you all saying yeah then?
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah,
I think, yeah.
This guy's just.
This
I
is
don't
a
know
no.
what he's
This
on.
That's fair, bro.
I hear it. I hear it.
You must have a bad ex. Wait. Is it the ex I'm thinking of? Is it-
Brother, there's exes.
Okay.
I can only think of
I
two
can
that
think
you're
of
just like,
two.
I don't want to see them win.
I know the two. I know the two.
Nah, listen. All respect
I know
to
the
them.
two.
All
I
respect
know the
to them,
two.
but
I know the
I'm
two. They're
alright.
definitely not watching this anyway.
No,
But
it's
yeah.
calm.
I'll send it them.
I think one follows.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
One
say.
follows. Yeah.
Oh, they do. They do. Okay, well,
Shout
she
out,
definitely will see
shout
it.
out.
It's safe.
Hope
You know what I
you
mean?
have a good
Safe
one.
for that. Yeah, innit?
Obrigado.
Real
Obrigado.
soon. Bro.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
mad.
That was a good
But yeah.
question.
Yeah, no, it
got me thinking.
Got me thinking.
That's so quick.
500k though, yes please.
Bando.
Innit? 500k.
Starting a drop shipping business the next
Innit?
day.
I'll probably hit my ex if I got it. If I just
Jeez.
This guy is
You
so
do it to
fire.
yourself,
What?
bro.
What did he say?
Fire.
I'll
Say that
probably
again.
hit me up.
No, I'm joking. Obviously,
wait.
I'm joking. Obviously, I'm joking.
You're fire though, like seriously, your tongue is fire. I swear down. That is fire, bruv. Laugh.
No, seriously, I wouldn't. I think it would, like you said, I wouldn't be thinking about it that much because I'd be there like, raw, I'm living. Do you know what I mean? I've got a new life, rah. Yeah, you might have a mill, but I'm gonna be more smart with mine.
Sure, yeah, of course.
I think it depends on the level. I don't really hate any of my exes on the level where I wouldn't want to.
See them, yeah.
I just wouldn't care. At the end of the day, I'm just thinking,
that's
I'm
what I'm saying.
500k.
Like the money,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I'm never gonna see you again anyway. Do you know what I mean?
exactly.
When I see
And
you,
that I'm-
when I see you,
I haven't got
Innit?
you.
Like,
I haven't got you on.
I might see it at Nobu. I might see it at the Shard. Oh, yeah, cool.
I haven't got them on any socials to even like see their life living. Do you know what I mean?
fair, yeah,
So it's
exactly.
quite calm.
Don't matter,
I wouldn't.
that's
Yeah, do you
calm.
know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
But yeah.
You shared like an important time of your life with them. So it's like, regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah, you know, we're all like,
Nah, brother, nah.
Yeah, run that one.
I wouldn't say important
Fair,
moment.
fair. Nah, you learn a lot. You learn a lot.
It was a lesson, not a
Yeah.
lesson.
You learn a
what I
lot
mean?
from heartbreak, everything, man.
Nah, for real.
But yeah, man. But
If
yeah,
things
one
go
thing we.
bad, it's not the end of the world.
It's
It's
just
the end of the world.
that you
Just having
have
one
one
girl.
girl. And
Alright.
anyway, talking about music, it brings us to our next little thing I wanted to
Musica,
mention.
musica.
Yeah, I like
Come
that.
on.
Rate that. Boom.
Yeah, that was
But yeah, no. So, as you know, obviously Riff is a dear friend to us all.
Yes.
And obviously Manny met him, as we spoke briefly, through
Lambda.
Lambda. And obviously, as you know, you're familiar with that. Obviously, we've got two artists, obviously Dance, well, Astra,
It's free.
and Manny. Yeah, no, and then obviously Riff is also an artist. And these two are actually going to drop an album, little EP. Little EP.
Yeah.
Come on.
Talk to us about it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Genre.
You played it in the car on the way here?
Yeah,
I mean, I've
yeah.
heard most of
Can
the
you
tracks
tell me
anyway.
the difference between an EP and an album?
I can. So an EP is
I know the answer, but I just want to say this
Oh,
guy.
you want to
This guy.
Four, I believe EPs like 4 or 5 tracks and albums like 8 or 10 and more than that.
Is an EP
Can be.
extended project? Is that what it
Something
stands
like
for?
that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, genre pending.
I
That's
love
the
that
that's
name,
the
man.
EP.
Love that name.
Unconventional. That's
unconventional,
our
bro.
duo name.
Yeah.
Unconventional.
Is it?
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
it's the summer of duos. You know what I mean? You got
Yeah.
K Tremine, you got this mad
Yeah.
Dave and Central C, 100
Yeah.
years. You know what I mean? But I think we just coming together. We've been working on this for like a year and a half now.
Yeah.
Like it's been a mad Reload Reset is like a year and a bit ago that we made that, and all the rest is like towards the beginning of this year. But together we're unconventional, and I just think it's
Yeah,
a
I love
testament
it.
to us. You know what I mean?
I think if I'm honest, from listening to the songs, lit. Do you know what I mean? Like
Appreciate
lit.
that.
The songs are so lit. Like everyone has that, and that's what I'm saying. We listen to it in it, and you know the name of the album just hits so well because every single song is
Very
one.
versatile.
Yeah, know what I'm saying. The
5
album.
songs, bro.
That's what I'm saying. The
That's
album
it.
isn't like here's a grime album, here's a rap album, here's a hip hop album.
It's like
It's
10
literally
things.
there's no genre for this album because it hits every genre we all
Okay.
listen to.
Appreciate
It's just like goes down to like one's grime, and then you go on to like one that is like a little bit Lil Kana, so a bit more like a slow rap. You go one that's in your native language.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Which is a
Telugu
sick
and
one.
Yoruba.
Can't lie,
Yeah,
there's
you know
something
what I
for
mean?
everybody. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I
I
rate
ain't heard it
it.
yet, so I'm yet to be surprised.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
You've never heard some
Come
of the
on.
songs before,
Oh, okay.
like,
Yeah.
but probably not as together like as it is now.
As a project.
Because I remember
Yeah.
some of the lyrics of loads of them, but like
Yeah,
now
of
it's like
course.
an actual.
It's like,
Like
a
a
piece
project,
together.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's done.
like I'll just send over a beat and be like, "Yo, what do you think of this?" And then we'll get writing from there. And sometimes it takes months.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes like we made one song in like an hour.
2 hours.
Yeah.
1 hour,
Yeah.
2 hours, where we just heard the beat that day and then.
It does work like that, though.
You know
Like,
what I mean? Very
yeah.
So
different.
fun.
Which,
Such a fun process.
talking about music as well, so we've got 3 artists in here. Like, what is your inspiration when it comes to music? Like, obviously, because you started, I wouldn't say you started late, but like to get into,
2020.
get
Like,
into it properly. Like that, yeah, that's what I'm saying. At uni, you properly got into it.
Yeah.
So you've been doing it from day, from the
You've
first I
been,
remember you.
Just my whole life, I'll be
That's
real.
what I'm saying. The whole life. Like,
Say it
I had a
again.
freestyle. I did. If I was to give certain keywords, you can go on YouTube and you can find
Yeah, I
me
remember you-
freestyling outside my high school in year 7.
No, I remember.
Yeah,
I've been doing
all
this.
I remember at
I've
uni.
been doing this.
At uni, was it a video DVD? You showed me your laptop and you're singing in some choir or like on stage. That's
Oh yeah, that was like a talent show. I did.
Yeah.
Man, I've always been into music, but
Netflix documentary.
we'll
What
see.
about yourself? When did you
Like,
start?
I started making music 4 years ago, just like writing, but like professionally, it's been like 2 years. I'd say 2-3 years.
So you two are quite fresh and going into it
Yeah,
together.
like
then.
I remember it was like COVID, and at that time it was like March, and like COVID just hit.
Yeah.
And then I was traveling back to Canada. That's where my mum and my sister were staying. And then I got COVID. I remember.
Is
And
it?
they came and tested me. Like this woman came in a hazmat suit because it was like at the start.
Yeah,
everyone was
going
going
crazy.
And in a
Yeah,
different
yeah.
country as well, it's
Yeah,
different,
yeah,
innit?
different
Trying to get
country.
back, whatever.
So they tested me, and I remember I was positive, and I was like, "What the f?" Sorry, no
It's
swearing.
alright, man.
No, you actually can.
you can.
You say it with your chest,
I remember,
but
I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do, man? And then my mum, like, you couldn't even, like, you couldn't be near your family, so I was in the basement for 4 weeks.
Oh, really?
And like, I remember like the third night,
guy's
and I like hit
Batman,
this guy up.
bro.
Like, genuinely, I was like, I need to suffer
Banished
down here.
him to the basement.
Man, in the basement, my
doing
mum-
weights.
My mum, I was genuinely boxing, doing weights. My mum's leaving food at the door.
top of the stairs.
That's crazy.
And then I was like, bro, let's make some music.
Yeah,
And
you
we
had
made our first song, Lyrical Lemonade.
Yeah.
And then from there, we've
Just
just
been-
looked back since.
Yeah, man.
I rate it.
We're lucky
That's
that like
crazy.
we have been like gifted this synergy Like we don't have to like force anything. It just comes
Yeah.
It just,
naturally.
yeah,
Literally
Like, we'll
sit
send
that's
a
the
beat
best thing.
and we'll be writing the same things. And
Exactly.
It's a blessing.
Same
rate
theme,
that.
and we don't even talk about it, which is mad.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man.
Like, the
I love that. I
inspiration
love
is
to hear
probably,
that.
like just making a diary of my life.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
whenever I feel like I need to write something, like it will come, and I'm like,
Yeah.
if I feel stressed, mostly about Galdem or something, like just writing a
Innit?
verse, a freestyle, and I'm just like, okay.
Do you find it? Is that where you get your most kind of inspiration from then? Like
Yeah.
not relationships, but like situations you're in. Because obviously,
Probably,
if you think about it, a
yeah.
lot of music is kind of mostly about either life stories or
Yeah,
relationships, money, whatever.
Yeah,
do you know what I
word.
mean? Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think it has to come from that because I think that's why nowadays I do have a slight problem with people who aren't about what they say. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it is just that kind of. I think it's a reflection of you, regardless of how you rap or whatever. It's what you incorporate into your song. I think-
90% of the drill scene, pretty much.
Do you know what I mean? But I think I think it gives more of an insight into who you are. With just using exactly what you know and what you've come from. And I
Yeah.
think that's why it's funny as well. We were thinking about this the other day, but we've both grown up in quite like religious households, and it's funny because we don't like, even have like a single swear on
on
the
the EP.
Oh, really?
which is mad.
No
So
cursing.
it's very commercial based as well.
Man,
But
show this too. It's pet like or child friendly.
yeah. YouTube,
And
like,
also because our mums would.
yeah. But that's what I mean. But I think that is a part of us from who we've been growing up.
Yeah,
and
I
I
hear
think
that,
it's just interesting in that way. Like, obviously, I might do once in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sometimes you just need that vim from a curse word and you just have to throw it in there.
Send you in, yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
think it
even
depends on your situation, innit? You know what I mean? That song you. Sorry, I'm probably making bare noise with this. Taking my jacket off.
rustling
But it's
around.
boiling, aren't you?
yeah, it's very well.
Yeah. Sorry.
Jamie, what's going on?
Jamie, aircon, please. Shout out Jamie, man.
actually do shout this
Podcast,
guy out. Like,
podcast.
yeah.
And I've been mentioning shout out the podcast room.
There we go.
was.
Now
Text my later.
If we were getting paid for advertising, we'd be screwed.
What customers you get now from?
Yo, it's right there as well.
Yeah,
But check them out.
but I was sweating.
Yeah, honestly, though.
Podcast-room.com. Come on.
My G.
Yeah, nah.
No, honestly though, yeah. There's some cool guys here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, genre bending,
genre
9th of
bending.
July,
9th of July.
Sunday. Get that in the diary.
In it.
Okay.
I mean?
Is the pre-order out already?
Yeah.
So it's on-
We're just
it's on
trying
the-
to get some artwork sorted.
Shout
I'm
out.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Come on,
patted me a
come
couple
on.
patted me a couple
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
Don't come for me because I got one. I said told these lot earlier, man. You know what I'm gonna say, innit? You know
What?
exactly
Actually, no, go on live, lads.
Wave.
Wave.
Ooh.
I never wanted to release a song in the end.
Ah.
The song died to me. What do you mean to do? Just release song because
Yeah,
the
but the cover
artwork was
I
good.
made for it was like the best I'd ever done. Up to that moment. Man did use it. I was
Passion
like,
project.
It was it was
Imagine
amazing.
I'm hitting him up like, yo, are you gonna release this?
It was amazing. I can't lie, it was amazing. But you know when you've made a song, you're like, I'm ready, and then all of a sudden you're just like, nah, I don't like this. That's what happened with that song. So maybe I need to make another song that's around that. I'm slowly. Do you know what the worst thing? I think I'm about to heavily enter into like the garage and dance.
Is it?
Yeah. So
To be fair though, your recent one is yeah.
that song I got is pretty much with a DJ called Cash Only, and I'm gonna be working with him and another DJ called Sam Divine, and they're performing at like Glasgow, they're like Garage Nations, like all these different events, and the opportunities it kind of came through my brother Chax, Chax, shout out him. So I'm gassed, like I'm not someone that's limited to a genre. If you guys go through my Spotify, you actually realize every song is different. Like I sing, I rap, like you know what I mean. Sometimes I even made a song about Black Lives Matter, and then you know what I mean. I've got some songs coming where I'm talking the absolute most crud. So do you know what I mean? There's no limit. There's no limit. But
Versatile.
I'm very happy to be like seeing the benefits of the work I'm putting out there. So yeah, man.
Big up.
I rate that.
Come on,
I rate that.
Thank
Big
you.
up.
That live performance on what I forgot where you were with the
Live
girl
Lounge,
before.
Rather
Oh,
be.
at the No Status. We did it at No Status. Thank you, man. That's one of my
Chloe,
favorite.
she's good.
Chloe's sick alive.
Chloe's hard.
Yeah, no, that's one of my favorite releases to date. Like,
Yeah,
literally,
yeah.
I booked the studio. It's my brother's studio, Radical Lounge. I'm doing a lot of shout outs today, but make sure you check out Radical Lounge. I was just supposed to work on a couple of my own songs. She walked in and she was like, oh, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm just going to make a couple songs. She was like, do you want to make a song? I went, yeah, cool, why not? Literally, there was no prep, no nothing. We started going through beats, found a sick K Tronada type beat. The rest was history. Now we got a banger that I've probably played so many times I don't even.
Some I played.
Yeah. And I mixed it, I mastered it, and I just love the sound of it. What was you gonna say?
I was gonna ask, like, obviously, when we make our own songs, like when you guys go home, do you listen to your own songs?
Too much.
Yeah.
And I end up hating it.
Yeah.
This guy, every time he gets into my car, he said like, I just go do a car test.
You have to.
It's so necessary.
If you're not listening to your own music, I feel like then it's like, what's the point?
What's the point? Yeah, what's the
If
actual
you're
point?
not vibing with it,
Like,
like, you're listening to
earphones
it.
on the Mac, speaker,
Nah,
car, like
I want to hear it everywhere. Like, I want the full.
But the thing is,
shower.
I remember saying to you, I rate that because it just shows that you actually like. Because some people just release music, send it out, that's it.
I don't get that, man.
You know what I mean?
weird.
Like you need to be passionate about something you do and actually have like a enjoyment about it. That you're actually there, like, right, do you want to hear this? Like, let's get this out. You know what I mean? Play it to everybody possible. So yeah,
It's harder now, man. There's so much music out there now. So much.
Bro, I think I saw something that said over 1.5 million songs get put on Spotify a day.
really.
Bro, I heard that
Okay.
you don't even get royalty from it because my auntie, she's a jazz singer in it, and she herself uploaded her music onto Apple Music, so submitted one of the right forms, everything.
Yeah.
A few months later, she's getting told by like us, like her cousins, that she's suddenly on Spotify. She has no idea about it. No idea. They just
So when she submitted it, who did she do it through? Do you know?
I don't know what she did to submit, but I know like when she put it on Apple Music, she's filled out forms and whatnot and sent them the album, the cover art, etc. And they actually put it on Apple Music.
But she wasn't aware of that.
On the Spotify thing, no. She just popped up on Spotify one day. She didn't make like nothing like.
Oh, because what you'll find with it, because she probably used an independent distributor, and iTunes is like the home base of all these. They all run off the back of like once you get your file on iTunes, it's easy then for another platform to be able to take. What is it called? There's a like a 4-letter acronym that they use. No, it's like each song that gets put on there has a code, and that code can be used to kind of then get it onto other platforms. So once it's on, I see the name. It's like a serial code, but that's not the name they use. So it will then go to all the other platforms. But the money that you make from it's pennies.
It's like 0.00.
Yeah. She said it's
something
0.000
for 1,000 streams.
Yeah.
1,000 streams, like.
Yeah.
That's why obviously these men who are like nearly 1 million streams plus,
Yeah.
100 million monthly listeners must be raking it.
Yeah, that's the
Really
goal,
good.
man. That is the goal.
Trust me.
But
Trust me.
But even then, they don't make that much money. It's the
okay.
agencies and whatnot.
Exactly. Because then that
Yeah,
splits
word.
down into like the team and all
Exactly.
that.
Yeah, the profit is very, very segmented.
That's why you gotta love it. You gotta love it with the music. You're right, G. Yeah, sniffing your armpit.
dripping.
Trust me.
You're gonna see me throughout this whole thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm feeling
Yeah,
myself.
we're both there. Like,
I keep wiping my forehead.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit.
Swampy.
I'm going through it, but cool. So
Bruh.
I just wanna take a what?
No, carry on.
I want to take a little small minute. You know in this life when there's people that you need to shout out, you need to appreciate them. Come on, I want to take this moment out to appreciate my brother Sneds. You know, I see you. You know what I mean? You're a serious guy in this thing. We appreciate you. And I just want to call out some things that you've done for us, you know? Like, it's mad, bro. Like, not many people have people like Sneds in their life. So let me tell you this one story. So I remember I had places to be. It was a busy day. It was a very busy day. Do you know what I mean? I was north, south, east, west. You know what I'm saying? I was doing all that, bro. And that, bro, trains are looking long. I'm seeing £100 returns. I'm like, bro, I don't want to be doing all that for these 4-hour journeys. What did Sneds do? He said, bro, don't worry. I got the helicopter. Bro, man came in clutch. Helicopters all over.
Swear.
Bro, that was
Helicopters, plural.
Helicopters, bro.
There was even another one.
Another one.
Just follow me for support.
Just because.
Bro, it was mad. It was mad. He was like, just in case you need more people, there's another one.
There's a
It will
spare one.
tell. Bro,
Just in case one broke down or anything.
Yeah.
He's prepared.
it was mad. That was one of my most efficient days ever. Sneds, my guy. He did something for you as well, eh?
Oh, mad. Yeah, he lent me his Lambo one time.
Bro, do you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that guy is actually on. Yeah.
Like, man's like,
one time.
Lambo, like, here you go, Lambo. Do you know what I mean?
I was like, I can't even afford an Uber. And he's like, nah, you know what?
Just have it.
Just use
my
the
Lambo.
Bro,
Just take the
he
Lambo
just
back.
took that.
Return it.
You know what I mean?
Bro, it was mad.
It's mad though, because that reminds me of, you know, the time when
What?
I was struggling in it. I was going on holiday.
Yeah,
I was like, bro, I need a like a hotel or anything. Everything was just fully booked. It was last minute.
Airbnb, booked
You know
out.
what I mean?
trust me,
Booked
know
out.
about
Do you know them things, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know about that.
Yeah,
Slow.
he was just like, yeah, bro, here's the keys to the villa.
Bro, yeah.
Villa thing.
Villa House.
Bro, in Barca.
Castle.
It was.
That's why.
I thought it was Catherine Moore. I felt like I was stepping into there.
Bro.
Madness, bro. I was just on my own though as well. Like,
Swear.
I just showed a little trip
100
and
meters.
business thing, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And that was like that was the spare house, like,
Yeah, bro. Bro. It was like at least 2.5 mil.
bruv.
Wow.
Yeah.
See how he's moving?
Snedge.
What's it? Like you man don't really know him. You don't know him. But do you remember that day? Obviously, I think it was Glasgow just before COVID. I didn't even know you that long, but do you remember how I patterned you to perform?
Of course, bro.
Yeah, that's what I knew. I knew him proper.
Yeah,
Who do you think got the placement? Sneds,
Sneds.
bro,
Bro, sir.
bro, it was
Sneds,
Sneds.
Sneds,
Yeah,
big
yeah,
up,
yeah.
man. Thank you, man.
Bro,
Mad
serious.
day, bro.
There was even one time I remember we was at uni,
Nice.
and do you remember obviously there was a mad thing and your laptop broke. Do you remember your laptop broke?
That's facts.
And I came. I had the
with
whole
the new
Apple
thing.
pack.
Yeah, the
I had
Mac
I had the latest M1
Came with the care
with the
package.
swipe. It had the extra
You told me it was
screens.
you at the time.
Yeah, it was Sneds.
Mad. Father Christmas.
Shout out.
And
Shout
my
out.
man's just doing things.
Sneds.
Left, right, and centre, bro.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you. But thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Big up, man. Big up.
Shout out Sneds.
Yeah, trust me. But yeah, but going off that, talking about uni, obviously, you know, going back to the real world, innit?
We did that so well. I can't lie.
Really nice segue.
Disclaimer right
We did that so well.
Yeah. No, this is a nice segue.
we can edit bits of this out anyway, but yeah, no, going into kind of, you know, the reasons we obviously us four know each other is mainly university.
Oh, yeah.
So, excuse me, sorry. And then RITH obviously is because of, you know, Manny. Drama school, after you met each other there. We thought we'd kind of just, you know, relay a bit of stories about our times at uni, funny stories.
About what? What stories are you talking about?
Yeah, trust.
Pick the right one.
Yeah. Pick.
Like, I can use this, but it's
Yeah.
Innit?
Have to like black.
I'll let you guys go.
NDA.
Anyway, yeah, it's like, you know, university, as you can, I mean, I hope, obviously, listeners or viewers, you've probably been to university, you probably know the mad stuff you get up to, and the stories, but there's always one story that me and you, man, have shared a night together, and it was just a wild from start to finish. So,
Mad.
I'll paint the picture. So, me and you, man, were going out, and we have obviously, we're at uni, have obviously quite a big friend group, and we had a group of girls who were obviously all friends. We were all friends with them. You know the story, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it was one of
I
their,
know it as well.
yeah, one of their it was their birthday basically. One of the girls, and they brought their friends from home. Right, so me and you were like, yes.
Yeah, so the man them were getting
On it,
excited.
on it.
Every man had a trim.
Yeah, every man had a trim.
Making sure you
It
get
was just
some
me and you
Yeah.
though, bro. I don't think
No,
anybody
I
else was
think-
there.
So,
Because Mike, Alex was all their man were there, but I'm saying,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like
Oh, but
from our yards. and that.
Yeah. We had trims.
And we,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
do you know what I mean? So me, yeah, trust me, I think Ben was there as well. So,
Yeah.
me and him was like, yeah, gas, go there, pre-drinks is lit, rah. Obviously, we were going to an event, that was it, we were going to an event.
Yeah.
My ex came,
Okay.
because she was friends with the other girls.
Hey. Yes,
Like,
that's good.
I was like, trying to avoid her all whole night. Me and him were dodging, having a stick time, rah. Got back to after party, she's still there.
Okay,
We're there like,
damn.
rah, bro, what is happening?
And when the
Okay.
girl has become besties with
yeah,
the new
yeah,
girls.
innit, that's the thing.
'Cause
as well.
it was where if
we both got cop locked basically.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
both
yeah.
both of us at the same time.
Yeah.
We were just there like, bro, this is mad. Hey, the story continues. We're trying to avoid her, innit? We're trying to dip to different places. We're like, oh, Polly with her friend. She was like, oh, let's go to after party here. So we were like, yeah, come on, let's go here, innit? Let's
Why
dip,
not?
innit? Obviously, she's following us.
Yeah.
And then obviously our other friend Cal, she's trying to like, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Try to help us out by get her home. Still following us, going to after party. Then eventually we were able to go back to Cal's, wasn't
Cal's
we?
yard, yeah.
She went home. We were fully cop blocked. Long night.
So tired by the end of the night.
Innit,
just
trust me.
Getting away.
Got
That's
to
hilarious.
Cal's, and
Yeah.
all night I was talking about having a cup of tea. I was like, Rod, you know what? Could
Like
do
2,
a cup of
3
tea.
a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, innit? I love a good cup, though. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
No, fine. Oh, I'm not even saying that. Excuse me. Yeah.
Trust me.
Just picture it.
Got back to Cal's.
Yeah.
She made me a cup of tea, sat in the bed, spilt the tea on the bed mostly. I was like, fuck. put it on the floor.
Yeah.
And I got up, and me and E-Man were just looking at you. Obviously, we're yacked off our faces here. E-Man was there like, bro, just watch out the tea, watch out the tea. I booted the tea across the floor because I just kicked it. Like did it in the Dan or something, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Bro,
Bro,
we felt
what?
bad. We dipped.
Yeah,
Went the
there
back
was tea
to
everywhere. It was
trust
on her
me.
bed and
Yeah.
it was on the floor. Like,
I never
leaking.
felt so bad in my whole
So
entire life.
peak.
Never felt bad in my whole entire life. Then,
Okay.
to make the story even more, like, it was just going to be a long night. We
It's-
go back to mine to get, like, I was like, right, I'll pack a bag because I'll stay at yours. Bearing in mind, we lived like 100 yards from each other. Like, you know it, staffs, how close we live together, innit?
Yeah.
Lived like 100 yards, so I don't know why I'm packing a bag. And we packed a bag, went back to his, we crashed out, fell asleep, woke up in the morning, I was like, oh, I don't even have to leave emails, I can just get ready here, my bag's here, whatever. Open up the bag. In the bag, there's one singular glove,
One.
earphones, and sunglasses.
And you packed this.
And I packed this, that's all I packed.
You're fried.
You know,
Bro, bro,
Man said one singular.
Yeah.
One singular.
I gotta spend like 25 minutes upstairs getting things together.
Yeah, bro.
I was like, the night before, like he was prepping it and he was like, right, I'm ready. I was like, great.
I was just yacked, bro. It was
Yeah,
It's like
heavily
that
yacked.
sometimes. Man thought you packed the.
And then you open it and he was like, your right glove,
Yeah.
earphones and sunglasses. I was like, oh yeah, that's lovely, that towel.
like
man.
It was one of my funniest moments just on Glow.
So-
Because how much
so
stuff just happened throughout the day. It was crazy.
That was like a normal weekend. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it would always end up
Could be here all day.
being
Yeah.
just being awake till like 7 a.m. Uni was wild. Yeah.
I don't know if you lot remember me in my first semester. At
No, I
SAS.
don't.
In my first semester of uni, I was tapped. That's the only word that you can use to describe my antics. I think, you know, I grew up in London, so I naturally had like, you know, just a bit of that crackhead energy that you carry in this city. And then I moved to the countryside, so then it's like, you know, a lot of my personality, you know, it got compressed. Like I had to adapt to the surroundings. So I think when I got to uni and I saw loads of different types of people from all over the country, I was just like, yeah, like it's my time to go skits. Like I don't want to talk too much, but I would go ham. Okay, I would go ham. Like, do you know some people when they pre-drink, they normally, you know, they might share a bottle with a friend. Me, I had my own bottle and maybe then another one. Like that's how I was. Like I would
Respect, because you were like backing like schnapps.
Yeah, I used to, as my granddad say, uno was a warm yell. That is what I was. I was a pure madman. And I just remember one night, you know, I had a bit too much to drink, and you know, I kind of got violated by someone, but I didn't sleep on a violation. You know, I handled my own, and I very much hurt myself in the process, and I didn't feel like going to do anything about it. So I put tissue on the wound, and then put a glove over it. And then I went out with you the same night.
I was hoping I wouldn't bring this up. You know.
When you said the story, I was like, is it what I think it is? That's the only story I have, like, that's the only one I had.
Wait,
so
what?
basically, I don't know the context of what I actually do, but yeah. I link up with this guy now. He's telling me, like, I can't lie, you've been in the scrap. You told me you've been in the scrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just talk about that. Guy tells me he's been in the scrap. Like you said, his hands all messed up. I'm thinking, bro, just go to, like, the way you were, like, you don't just want to put someone to bed. The way they're talking, the way they are, you think, you just need
It's
your
done.
bed, bro. Like, it's
Yeah.
done. Like, let it go. These times, like, I think it was like, was it midnight or something?
Yeah,
Late
yeah,
times.
yeah.
So I'm thinking, bro, just go to bed. 1 minute he was like, you know what? Yeah, I think you're right. Still. Next thing I know, man comes out of the room. I'm
Fully
on
dressed.
It.
Remember, I had the
Like,
I had the
bro,
suede.
he wear a turtleneck with a bloody blazer.
I came out suited and booted. I was like, hey, you know what I mean? It was a gym glove. It was a gym glove.
Black jeans, a black turtleneck, a grey blazer, the glove, like,
And the Tims.
Yeah, and some Tims. And I was
Yeah,
like, where
yeah,
are
yeah.
you dressed for? I don't
Yeah.
understand. Like,
I was like, bro, we're getting out.
And then here we go. So we get there now. I think with Carell, shout out Carell.
Come on.
At the time. And I know I'm thinking, obviously you know stats, like you got fiction, you got all that. I'm thinking, yeah, we're just gonna hop up there. Man said, let's go Newcastle, upper time. I said,
Right.
what? Or was it underline? Is it underline?
Underline.
Underline was the one that stood.
Yeah, so we went
Newcastle
Newcastle underline. He was like, yeah, let's go Newcastle, innit? I was like, you sure? He was like, yeah. Bear in mind, man's just like, he's like,
And
With my gym
can
glove.
I ask one clarification?
Yeah.
He had one glove on.
yeah,
Yeah.
one glove.
Even
Like,
match-
it
we
was a
even
gym
took the
glove.
piss. We
It
said
was a
Michael
gym.
Jackson because man had just one glove. Like, man had one
mad.
glove. So we get in the taxi now. And we don't even know where Newcastle is, but this guy's like, I want to go to Newcastle. We Googled it now, asked the driver. He was like, yeah, I'll take you there. Took us there. We get there. Like I said, last minutes, we did no preparation for this. I'm thinking we're going to go to a night out, normal
Yeah.
one. We get to Newcastle. We get out the taxi. We walk up the strip. Everything's lock off. Everything's locked off. There's not one place.
Everything's
that's
shut.
I actually don't remember
Everything's
anything
shut.
past this point. I'll be real.
Everything was locked
Wow.
off. And it was a case of we left our taxi. So our taxi's not even waiting for us. Like, it's gone. So we have to order a next thing now. So we order a next thing now. And at this point, kind of like yesterday, I was like, this is admit defeat. Let's just call it
it's
that.
nothing.
This guy's like, nah, let's go fiction.
Oh, you were on like getting it down.
You're in Newcastle.
I was like, let it go, fam. He was like, no, let's go fiction. And I was like, say that. And I look at Carell, me and this guy are just like, that night he saved you as hashtag problem because this guy was just frustrated as well.
It was just like, let's go, let's
Bro,
go.
he was just on everything. Like, I could have found like a church party or something. He would have been on it. Like, so the guy's like, yeah, let's go fiction now.
Jesus.
We order another taxi. We get in the car. We get in the taxi. I think we made it to fiction, and yeah, nothing brazy in the night happened.
Just crazy.
But
same.
just like
It was a good night from
It
what I
was a good
remember.
night. It was a good night.
But it was
Yeah.
how it started.
This is how it started.
Imagine you
And
studied
you know what's
fiction.
weird? I'm pretty sure you linked up because you know I said you had, like it started originally with a beef thing. I'm sure you linked the person you like had beef with.
I don't think so.
I'm sure something
I
crazy
did.
happened.
Maybe. There
I'm
was
sure you
too
bumped
much.
into each other and you just kind of spotted whatever.
Like, we was cool. We called it off, innit?
Like,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
so
yeah.
mad to look because it was like, bro, like when you see the guy, he was.
Yeah, you're wearing a glove, bro. Did you say him with that hand? Or?
I don't know. Like, yeah.
That's mad. I just have a vision of you in a turtleneck.
Yeah.
I know what
And
turtleneck
the
you're on
glove.
about.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
With
a
you
glove
know
on.
how fiction is? It's hot. Like it's like
Yeah,
right now.
it's
Also,
way.
man wearing a turtleneck and a blazer.
I know.
Like,
And it
I-
inflicts
no,
kept it on,
serious.
he didn't back one over,
I had
bro.
serious crackhead energy.
Bro,
serious crackhead
It's not like
energy.
he wore the turtleneck with the blazer on and he wore the whole outfit like
Yeah.
the whole night.
And
fam.
clubs are hot no matter what time
Yeah,
of
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Time of year.
With the
yeah.
glove on, the hand
Tissue,
throbbing,
yeah.
seeing the same person. Like, yeah,
Losing
you're right now.
blood.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah,
a crazy
bro.
night. It was just a crazy night.
Yeah, bro.
Crazy.
But I did eventually calm down. Like,
Nah, for real.
I did, because I don't know what was going on, man. There's a lot going on. But you know, we all have our things. You know, we need to get through. We need to learn through, and you know what I mean. Make it to the other side.
Uni was mad.
Uni was mad.
Meeting you lot was mad. I remember I met you in that on like the second or third night in I think it was Daryl's house party.
Probably, yeah.
I remember.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. Because I remember I met you there.
Is
I
it when I
met
was
Sam
playing
and I met
music
you.
off of Spotify?
It was one of the first
Yeah.
nights, and we
Yeah,
all
like
chilled in the
second
corner of the
night.
kitchen.
Yeah, yeah, all of you.
Yeah.
And that's where I saw Sam. And then I saw you and I saw everybody. I was like, yo.
Like everyone was there. Suki was there. I was like, we didn't realize that we'd met our people within like the first couple of days, and then
catching a dead
Yeah.
man that night.
You know them parties.
And
You
the joke
remember
is,
the wine 'cause it's
no,
so bad.
I remember it because in the moment I thought I was doing a Mazalib. It wasn't until this guy pulled me to the side and said, bro, it was dead.
Like,
in my mind, I was doing like,
everyone's like,
these times I'm doing
yeah, he's just.
and then he pulled me to the side, like, on a serious
I was like,
thing,
bro, you better do that right. You better stop.
Man, I'd known you for like 24 hours, but then like, yo, bro, you know what I mean?
The Mazalib, this guy was like, nah, stop that.
Yeah, nah,
That's mad.
Stop that.
crazy.
Yeah, there's
What about you two? Obviously, because you lot had like a separate, like, you know, uni experience from, like, I guess you could say us four. What did you have any madnesses? Because when I think of like Lambda and I think of people that go to like these drama schools, I think everyone's proper, you know, everyone's all. But then I meet certain people and I'm like, actually, these are normal, like they're normal people. And so I expect some normal stories and maybe some even crazy ones because everyone acts. So
Yeah, there's some sesh heads.
It's like I feel like actors get mash up a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You're going through the whole week doing some like mad shit, and then when
Yeah,
it comes to the
mad.
Friday,
you're just ready.
You want to burn the candle, both
yeah,
ends.
you know what I
Like,
mean.
I've had all week in like work and working, and I need to go out. Or
Yeah,
I need to
yeah,
do
yeah.
I hear
something
you.
else. Do you know?
Like you think you're building
Especially
up all
as an
this.
actor, bro,
Yeah.
like everything
Yeah.
you're doing, like
You're building it up.
rehearsals. Like,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
100%.
You're building it up throughout the week, throughout the
Exactly.
rehearsals, and you obviously you can't go and do it on a Friday. You can't turn up on a Friday because you've got a show Saturday.
Exactly.
So like you build up to one night, you just
Exactly.
go mad.
You go mad one day.
That's what I mean. Yeah, we've definitely had many a nights. There's been.
We've had two
Wasn't there a night
nights,
where I
bro.
slept like?
Nah. The night I'm gonna do is when. So basically, for like 3 months, this guy lived in Basildon,
Essex, bro.
Essex.
Long.
Oh, I think I
yeah,
remember
yeah,
that.
like
Alright,
far
Long
out. No,
way.
no,
So
hour and a half.
So the
to
first 3 months,
Hammersmith.
I was staying in like a council
Long.
flat in like Hammersmith. So he would come and stay there every Friday. He wouldn't stay there for the 3 months, September to December.
Yeah.
And there was this one night where I went to break up with my girlfriend in first year, and like that was like a mad thing because it was like my first proper breakup. I come back to London and then he's like, yeah, I'm going out. So I was like, okay, I'll go out with you. That was like when it was solidified. I was like, this guy's got me.
Yeah.
And then so we get pissed and then we're going to the club and then like, I end up like making myself sick. Tactical one. Just to, like,
So no, they're necessary, you know. They're necessary.
We went to this club where like we're partying all night, and then like we get yacked, and then we're going back, and then we're in an Uber first, and then we get an Uber pool. So that's when you hop in with strangers.
Yeah.
They stopped that, didn't they?
Yeah,
I'm glad.
Yeah. So we get in an Uber pool, and then like me and him are sat at the back, and then there's two strangers with us. We're having a conversation. This guy's falling asleep because he falls asleep. Anyway.
I can fall asleep anyway.
Anyway, so he's falling asleep.
Yeah,
and I'm chatting to the strangers, and then like all I hear is like, I'm like, bro.
Hey.
Wait, you what? Hey, and then he's like,
Hey.
I'm like, bro, we're in the Uber. And then boss man's like, pulling to the side, and he's like, stop the car, boss. And then like, boss man stops the car, like the door swings open, he like falls out. And then the Uber driver starts driving away, and I'm like, bro, stop. I need to get out and help my friend. So
Wait, did he just leave you?
Got him out, and then like left me. So I'm like, I'll get out, and then I help him. This guy be sick, and then like we're like, okay, let's get on the tube to go home. So anyways, we're walking through the fucking turnstiles. So you gotta scan your phone. So we go through the turnstiles, we scan our phones, we're going down, and then all of a sudden this guy's like, I don't have my phone. I'm like, okay, we'll find it. And then he was like, I left it on the scanner, you know where you scan your card. I was like, okay, we'll go back there. We go there, it's not there, and then there's like these group of French people. It's like 3 a.m. now. Like these group of French people coming in, and then like he's like, I gotta ask them, and I was like, okay, bro. Bearing in mind his eyes are so red, he's like mashed up, thrown up everywhere, and I hear him walk up to these French people, and he's like, bonjour, black phone, and I was like, this guy is mocking it right now.
Our friends,
Bonjour, black phone.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Bonjour. iPhone? Black
Wouldn't it be hilarious to
phone?
mate, we speak English.
From Essex, mate.
Yeah, what you mean, mate?
Don't have your phone.
Yeah. Where was it? It turns out I left it in the
Left
Uber.
it in the Uber when we ran out to be sick.
Yeah, of course. So I had to pick up the next day from my Uber HQ.
Where is that, by the way?
Brother, it's in like... It's like... It was somewhere far.
Okay.
Like far. I had to go out to it. And I was
have
like...
to do it with no, like, you can't even check
Yeah,
maps
exactly.
and that.
Yeah.
Innit? You have to get a map and print it out.
Directions. Just like trying to photographic remember. I'm like, okay.
No city mapper for you,
Nothing, bro. But it was mad.
Yeah,
that was a mad
that
night.
was a mad one.
But-
Yeah.
and that's
crazy.
even just like one of many. But then also it's like you then have so many people you can do these kind of nights with that then every night was so different. Especially being at drama school at the same time was like, because you know we'd be like, oh, we got Shakespeare on Monday, but what are you doing Saturday?
Exactly.
There's a
You'd
gig.
be out. Like, and there's only like how many people in the school? Like 200 maybe.
Yeah.
So it's very small.
So basically, like, uni then just on that term.
Just on crack.
Highly concentrated, like everyone knows
Everyone knows everyone. They're all drama students, so like emotions are high.
Yeah, a lot of
Like,
over the top people.
What do you mean? I didn't say that. You said you hated me. No. Back and forth. That's training. That's training.
I hear you. I guess.
No idea what's good.
She isn't it?
But yeah, I think personally they always go, "Wow, best days of your life are school." For me, uni will always be the best time of my life.
I feel like uni like toughen man up. Like
It just-
we could survive broke now.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
whole living crisis. We've
It's
trained
nothing.
for
It's
this.
nothing tonight.
We've trained for this.
I think it's just I've
getting
been so
bothered,
like
Bam.
yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Coast.
As I say, I just think I think uni actually develops you for just future living and just for generally life.
If you're
Do you
mindful
know what I
of it
mean?
as well,
Like
do you know what I'm
just
saying?
generally life. Like I think
Yeah.
it just
Like, you gotta pay
sets
bills
you
and
up
rent
for.
first
Do you know what I
and not
mean? Yeah.
Spend your whole student loan on
ASOS.
Brunchies. Say I didn't break eye contact.
What was
I
the
remember, do you remember Money Mondays?
What?
Student loan used to land on a Monday for some reason.
Money Monday.
I remember we walked through the campus like, yeah, Monday is like...
Money
that's what
Mondays.
On the Monday, you would go Hanley,
Bro.
spend bare money on
Bro.
clothes, get
Do you
bare
remember we
food,
do that?
Bro.
all the
Yeah.
time.
Buy
And then
just
Do you know I
nonsense.
bought the gold Casio watch because you had one?
yeah, bro, where was we? And we
Money
walked in
In
Mondays.
Hanley.
I remember it was literally a Monday. I got fuel. We went and did a shopping
Do you know
spree.
what I'm
Man was there like, should I get the gold one? I was there like, all right then.
Studio just dropped.
In it, 60 quid, boom.
I
Just
remember me and Chris, we bought like I think we bought like 2 shot bottles each for no reason.
Just because you said.
I remember
And you know we took
seeing
this
that.
because we got it in each different colour and we put the snap record.
Oh man.
They're the life of
Such
CJ.
uni behavior.
Just jumping.
Yeah, you used to sleep anyway. I remember that the one night
Brother.
I came home, my guy was sat.
I was sat upright.
Yeah, upright, fully clothed, shoes on.
Like,
Sleep.
had smart shoes in.
It was like a suited
Carlton
booted
Road.
event we went, didn't we?
Yeah, it was like smart casual, and I was in smart shoes, jeans. I still had my jacket on,
A shirt and a
on,
jumper.
and I literally was just slept like.
And he was like on the chair, bro, the whole night. And I came back downstairs in the morning, like, yo, just go to bed, bro.
It's them ones where you're like, oh, no. It's them ones where you're like, I want to watch a Netflix show.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But then it's like I do it all the time.
Yeah, but
Like,
you're fully
and
clothed, bro. Like, at least get comfy.
Brother, I was so
Jeans,
comfy. I was
bro.
like this. I was just like,
Oh, we went to a rave in Fabric. You know, Fabric is like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no.
My brother fell asleep, stood up, bro.
I
In
stood
the
up.
rave?
In the rave, man.
Yeah, we were like,
He was stood up, bro,
Yeah.
and he fell asleep.
yeah.
You're built different.
And then I
And
literally
then face planted, bro.
almost face planted off like the stage we
Yeah.
were on. But then I woke up just
Yeah,
in
you need to go
time,
home.
did some Miles Morales stuff.
Yeah,
I said,
come on.
yeah. I said,
Body sense of tingling.
God.
I need to be alert.
Spidey.
Yeah, but talking about Miles Morales.
Again with the transition, like
transition.
story.
My guy, you know what I mean?
Transition. As always.
Coming like Metro, bro.
Innit? You're getting good at this.
In it, trust me.
Metro!
Thought we'll finish on a positive story.
Positive news. No, I'm gonna stop.
No,
now.
it's alright, bro. We don't
Sorry,
need that.
sorry.
You know, the new film Across the Spider Universe. I want to give you positive news on this one because it's been, there's some really good story from it. So I'm not too sure if everybody's seen it
I
here.
haven't seen it.
Okay, so there's basically a clip from the film that is made out of Lego.
Spoiler alert.
So spoiler alert for anybody. I mean, a great recommendation for
cheers,
anybody.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You should have seen
Yeah,
it
you
by
should
now.
have seen
man.
it by now, man. Basically, in there, there's like a scene that is like obviously you've seen it, the Lego, and it's created and what would you say?
It's basically just done by
it's done
by
by a
kid.
14-year-old.
It's done by a
No
whole.
way.
So basically, like when the trailer got released, his whole thing, his
Mm.
like I checked out his YouTube channel. He just animates movies, but in Lego format. But
Mm.
he does like a sick job to the point where it looks identical to how it looks in the film, just Lego
So
version.
he would just do this on his free time.
He
like
was doing
he's
his
not
free
even
time,
put anything.
normal thing.
So is there like an element of After Effects because you can't make
Yeah,
something
no,
look
everything.
realistic?
He does
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
himself.
So
is
it's
what I'm
like
saying.
stop
Like,
motion.
everything.
Yeah.
Like, just say, you're like the Lego movie. It's
Yeah.
like that quality type of stuff.
No.
Like, and it's all
Yeah.
done.
14.
Like, he's
yeah,
14
so he's
years
14.
old.
They've seen this. No, that right. We want you
Yeah,
for the
the-
actual part of the film.
Yeah,
so
the edit. Yeah, they seen
Yeah.
it and they got him in to do that scene.
That's crazy.
his name is. Let me get his name because I got it here. It's Preston Mutanga. You pronounce it as I believe. Basically, he said his dad showed me this 3D software called Blender. And he just instantly got hooked on it. And from there, he's just obviously loved watching YouTube videos as well.
Yeah.
So he just started his own YouTube channel and did it from there. So it's actually sick. Like, to be 14 years old and be that talented, obviously 'cause he's been doing it for time, he must be.
Yeah.
And
But
I
that's
think,
just a sick thing to like. Imagine he's 14, so he's
He's
made him.
patterned for life.
yeah, he's
Bro,
patterned.
patterned.
He's in
Like,
Marvel.
in a Marvel.
Like,
He's got a skill set that's
literally-
it's gonna carry him.
And like,
Riz.
I was always thinking like this skill set must be so mad because you've got to take so many split photos. I don't know how it's edited,
It's
but I
so
imagine
long.
it's photos and then just combined into one. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It's
Because it's obviously
like-
Lego sets or whatever. but-
Because you have to then it's all the minute
changes and movements,
interactions, which is
yeah.
actually so long. And for a 14-year-old,
to know how to do it
and also
and
on
to be that
software.
good that it's in a big film like Marvel Spider Universe. You know what I
9.1
mean?
IMDb movie. You know,
Some
what I mean?
people are built different, man.
Yeah.
Shout out
Just-
to them.
they're just
And I
different.
think that's just a
Preston.
distort. Like they could have just like seen what he did, brushed past it, and thought like.
Or try and shag him or
Do
something.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything, but
Do
they
you know?
actually hit him up and like said, "Yo, like, can you do this?" Like, and I think they paid him as well. It wasn't even like
Yeah, they definitely
course
did. Yeah,
they
of
did.
course
Yeah,
they did. They
yeah,
had
they
to,
would've had
yeah.
to, yeah.
It's his work in a film, innit? They must
Yeah.
have paid, which is 14. Man's
Oh,
setting
he
his
probably
family
made
up
a
for
couple-
life. Yeah.
CV looking strong already.
Innit?
He's not even at the legal working age.
He actually is.
Oh, my life.
It's gonna be like, so I see you get helped.
trying to
Press
keep me
back.
down.
It's like, yeah, well, like, come on.
I did that shit.
It's actually crazy to think that's like someone's talent at such a young age. Like,
Man, it's crazy.
Really put me to
I
shame.
just found. Nah, bro, you're killing it.
No, thank you.
What do you mean? No, you take the compliment.
Ah,
Except I saw that. No,
Thank you.
don't go anywhere.
The thing is, there's always going to be someone better, I think. In the same way you're saying, like, oh, he's 14, like, it's probably a 12-year-old that's doing that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It hasn't been discovered yet. Like, there's always, like, there's always someone better.
There's someone always out there who's just built different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
always.
Like,
when
to
you
be
find one you think is crazy, there's always someone better than them.
It's just crazy to be 14 and just be that good at something that you're already at that big stage, and it's just like, yeah, it's just what I'm saying. It has to be positive news because it's such a. I mean, Spider-Man's my favorite Marvel character. Has always been my favorite film.
I love the games, man.
Do you know what I mean? The games are amazing.
Good.
Just swinging round, just flying through New York City.
Yeah.
And to say that New York City is literally the same. Do you know what I mean? Like it's literally exactly the same. So no matter where you go, is what you see in New York.
You could actually go to real life.
Yeah,
places.
like I remember people when it first came out, they were like taking photos of like their flat and Spider-Man's on it. Like they just took a photo and it looks it's just crazy. Like imagine that's your building, you're just playing on it. You know what I mean? You're Spider-Man in it.
Like, no way.
Yo,
I'm moving to NYC in like I don't know why I'm looking at my clock.
in 2 hours?
I'm going in like 2 weeks for like 2 months.
That's
is it?
sick.
Yeah, moving out there. So
That's very sick. Big move.
somewhere in NYC.
Mad.
Buzzing for that.
Isn't it?
You know what I mean, bro?
That's
I'm gonna be
lit,
like,
bro.
hey, mommy, what you telling me?
Hey, mommy, the comeback different.
Mad.
Trust me.
You'll be like, move for me, bozo.
Big man.
Hello there, I'm from your United Kingdom. Lovely to meet you. You'll be like, oh my God, what?
Yeah, because I think we talk posh.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So when we pull up, two gal in a van. 2 man in my land.
Yeah.
No.
You listen to Central, man?
One of the man them?
Hey, man.
You one of the homies now?
You got a man then here.
Shout out to all our American listeners. But
Trust me, but yeah,
But yeah,
man. It's been a great episode. I'm glad that, you know, our first two guests.
First guest,
Thank
thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Thanks for being here. innit?
What, guys?
Like I said, honor, man. Honor to be the first.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
you.
you.
guys
Appreciate you.
doing
Always
a
been
mad
supporting.
thing.
Do you know
You
what
know
I
what I
mean?
mean?
you gotta come
Just
back.
Three
Yeah.
friends having
Yeah,
a good
part two.
time, spreading joy.
Come
You know
on.
what I mean? And sometimes having a laugh.
two.
So thank you for keeping, you know what I mean, me entertained,
for real.
especially.
I love that, man. I appreciate
Nah,
that.
for real. Yeah, nah, for real. Like every time I listen to you guys, like it's just man, I hit you up straight away.
Come on.
It's just
My
fam.
dog.
We see you, bro. And then we genuinely appreciate every time.
Cause it's just like
Exactly.
fam, it's just like man, you've just done it, innit? Like it's not like I don't mean you've done it as in like you've made it. I just mean like you actually got together, made the plan,
Consistent
and
with
just
it.
did it. Like do you know what I mean? Didn't like talk about it for like 2 months, 3 months. Like you actually just did it.
Little does he know.
No,
I bet in the beginning there was like talking, but like the fact you actually like
Went
you
through
know,
it, yeah.
On
did
that,
it,
man.
That's
like,
it. That's the
respect
hardest
it,
thing.
man.
Is to just do it.
But yeah,
And you
man.
didn't just do one, you've done two, you've done three. Like you kept
continuous.
You've improved
Five
each
now,
time.
yeah.
Like because I remember the
Five.
first time I like listened to it on. I think I was listening to it on Spotify. There was times where like you lot were talking about stuff you had on your phone. And I was like, bro, I was like an active like Spotify. It's like I don't know what the hell like you lot are talking about. And then you started describing stuff like, do you know what I mean?
Developing.
Yeah,
bro.
Like,
Exactly.
you improved it every
I've
time.
got
man.
seamless segues. That's it.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
Good
Appreciate
training.
We developed. Do you know what I mean?
Come
You
on,
know,
man.
we're getting to our prime.
But on that note, that was episode 5. You are listening or watching the CrunchTime podcast. I am Astra.
I'm Manny.
I'm TJ.
We were visited by
CJ.
and
Rithvik.
make sure you watch, like, subscribe,
Comment.
share, comment.
All of that stuff.
Let us know what you want us to
All
talk
of that.
about in the
TikTok.
future.
Follow the TikTok.
All of that.
All of the
that,
thing.
man.
All the
Thank
things.
you, man.
All the links
Send
below.
it to anybody you know, just spam
Innit?
them.
Surely,
Trust me.
surely.
There you go. Peace.
Peace and guidance. Love.
I'm a star, I'm a star, I'm a star.